straight. Go straight. Nope, neither is the camera. Hello. So, long time no see for most of you. So I haven't vlogged in a while, and, well, not in here anyway, and it's summer and I'm bored, so I want to sort of get back into the habit of doing it again. So, hi, I'm back. I'm Ginger, and I'm actually wearing my glasses again, so changes have been happening. Yeah. So I just took a trip to London, and I was going to write a blog post about it because it was amazing, but I haven't bothered writing, to be honest, so I thought a video would make more sense. So yeah, my trip to London consisted of like one day. I was literally there for 24 hours and then I was off again back home, which was awful. That was the worst part, I think. And it was to see my friend Abby, who I met 3 years ago through like a friend of an internet friend sort of thing. She came bearing gifts of Kool-Aid, my favourite flavour being pink lemonade, so now I have 10 packs to get through, so that's gonna be good. And then we went to Lush, after spending the obligatory hour in the Apple store, of course. And then we went to Lush and I got some really cute things, including this bubblegum lip scrub, which you just sort of scrub on your lips and then lick it off. Just so good. And yeah, while we were in there, we got sort of attacked, shall I say, by one of the shop assistants. So we spent a good hour in there just being test dummies, I guess, for different products, and having stuff smeared on our hands and lips, and I came out of there smelling lovely, but it was just a bit of an odd experience to find someone who was so happy just to smear stuff all over me. And then we went to Bond Street, and I think we went to the Selfridges there, so we went and got pinkberry frozen yogurt, which was the best damn thing I've ever put in my mouth, and I don't finish that sentence, but it was amazing. They have this salted caramel flavour, which I mentioned it to my mum and she was just like, salted caramel, what? But it is amazing, especially with a load of like really fresh fruit, and oh, it's so what I needed on a hot London day. That was amazing. And then we went to Forever 21, which they don't have here in England, I think, apart from like in London. I think Abby might have mentioned there's other stores, some like other places, or I've seen on the website like there's 4 other stores, but none in Manchester or in Hull, where I go to university, so yeah, that was good. And I got this dress, which I'm wearing right now, and it's like the dress was made for me, the colour, with my hair, and the fit, and oh god, I'm in love with it. It was only like 12 quid or something, so I'm proper chuffed. I love this. I keep wearing it like non-stop, just because I feel like a princess, and it's all good. And then we got Chipotle, which was amazing, because Chipotle, the only one in England. And then we went to Forbes bookstore. Forbes? That's not it, is it? Foyles. Was it Foyles? Yeah. And I got this, which is Portuguese Harry Potter, because I'm trying to learn Portuguese this summer. So that's pretty good. Also, while we're there, because there's an entire like language section of Portuguese things, which made this girl very happy, we also found this book of dirty Portuguese, which let's just say was interesting. I was going to buy it up until the point where, I think just before we bought it, I saw it was Brazilian Portuguese and I'm learning European, and while they're sort of the same, there are some differences, so I didn't want to buy it and then get really confused and then try and call my dad an arsehole and he just looked at me like, what? So yeah, but that kept us entertained for a while. Random moments, for like an hour, I was wandering around the store, one of us would be holding a book and just cracking up laughing, and to the point where I came out of the bathroom at one point and Abby was holding the book and she actually had tears coming down her eyes from it, and it was good. It was interesting to see what they thought was necessary, like nice legs of what time do they open was something that you needed to know in Portuguese, and of course all the nicknames for coke and weed, obviously, and just it was amazing. It was so funny and just really, I wish I bought it now, even if it was Brazilian. And I also got this book by Libba Bray. It's called Beauty Queens, and apparently it's about like contestants are going to a beauty pageant, but their plane crashes on the way, and they're on a desert island and they have to survive. It's like that sort of book. And apparently, according to Abby, who like commandeered? Maybe not. Who convinced me to buy this. It's amazing and really, really funny, so I'm kind of excited to read that after I finished all the Game of Thrones books. I think the low point of the entire trip was on the way there, when I was feeling both nauseous and really, really needing away. Discovering that there's a Chinese man asleep on my shoulder on the coach, which was kind of not a good moment, when you're kind of like jiggling so you don't have to pee, and there's a man asleep on you. And he looked really precious asleep, so I didn't want to wake him up, so I was just sort of, for about half an hour I couldn't pee. It was awful. And then apparently his girlfriend called him on the phone, he woke up and I'm very happy. And I think the high point, excluding all the Abbey times, was trying to explain to a French and Polish guy in my hostel, 2 different guys, not one that was both nationalities, yeah, you know what I mean, trying to explain to those guys what YOLO meant, and they were just like, you only live one, why, what, and it was really, really funny. And they were super nice actually. Like, normally when I go to hostels everybody just sort of ignores me, because I think because I'm usually with someone, they sort of leave me to myself. But I walked in there and 2 Australian girls started chatting away to me, and then the French guy came in, took his top off and offered me chocolate. Not gonna complain. And yeah, then the Polish guy came in and we all started playing cards and smoking out the window and stuff. It was really super nice, and I don't know, I just felt really welcomed straight away by complete strangers, and it was lovely. And I stayed up till like 3 AM playing cards and winning, may I add. So that was good, considering I don't usually sleep till 3 AM, and I was actually really worried about how I'd get to sleep in a hostel without disturbing other people. So that was good. Yeah, so that's pretty much my entire trip. I'm sorry I haven't really vlogged in a while or said anything. It's just because my life is super boring at university. All I ever do is sleep, really. Sleep and on Tumblr. And occasionally I go to a lecture, write an essay or something, but yeah. So what I'm actually doing this summer, as you may be able to tell, involves this. I'm trying to get a good grasp on Portuguese, because I am half Portuguese and I feel like my dad would be really proud of me if I actually like could speak to his relatives. That would be a good plus. And the other thing I'm trying to do involves this. My lovely, lovely ukulele, which is probably not in tune, so I'm not going to play any of it, but I'm trying to get a good grasp on that as well, so I can actually feel confident enough to play in front of people, or maybe on YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty much my summer wrapped up. Along with possibly trying to do some psychology stuff in society and trying to like get people to do work over the summer, but maybe not. So I hope I haven't rambled for too long and you're not too bored, and maybe I'll see you next week. Bye!